You know, in the world of financial independence, there's this one number that everyone seems to chase. It's a huge milestone, but its real importance goes way beyond just a bank statement. So let's dive into what's really going on.
Yep, there it is. $1,000 a month. If you're building a side hustle, investing, or trying to get an online business off the ground, this is kind of the magic number, right? It's like that first real foothold on the massive mountain of financial freedom. It feels substantial. It feels real. But what is it about this specific number that's so powerful?
And that's the big question we're really digging into here. Is the power of hitting this goal actually about the $1,000? Or does reaching this target unlock something much, much deeper? Something that actually changes your whole perspective on everything?
To really get why this milestone is such a big deal, we have to start where pretty much all of us begin: life on the treadmill. This is that phase where your income is 100% tied to the hours you put in.
This is the basic, fundamental rule of the daily grind. If you want to earn more money, you have to work more hours. That's it. And that means there's a hard ceiling on what you can make because, let's face it, there are only so many hours in a day. You're stuck trading your most precious resource, your time, for cash.
And man, that has a real weight to it, doesn't it? It just leads to this constant dependency on a paycheck, this feeling of being trapped in a cycle you can't get out of. Your freedom, your flexibility, it's all limited. And so much of your brain power is just eaten up by your job.
But then, something happens. After all that work, after building your system, you finally do it. You cross the threshold. Now, this isn't the finish line, not by a long shot. It's actually way more important than that. It's the moment of proof.
Anybody who's tried to build some kind of passive income knows this deep in their bones. Going from 0 to 1, earning that very first dollar while you're not actively working, it is so incredibly difficult. It can be super frustrating. You're basically running on pure faith that your idea is going to pay off.
But that first 1,000, that's a whole different story. See, it's not a one-time fluke. It's a consistent, recurring stream of income. It's the ultimate validation. It's just cold, hard proof that the thing you built works.
And this is what we're calling the 1K threshold. You can think of it like a rocket finally breaking through the Earth's atmosphere. All of a sudden, that abstract dream of passive income becomes a real, tangible thing. And that reality, it changes everything about how you see your financial future.
So crossing this line in the sand, it triggers 3 huge shifts that all work together to totally transform your entire journey. Let's break them down. First up, and honestly, this is probably the most important one, is the psychological shift. That suffocating feeling of scarcity, of never having enough, it just starts to melt away, and it's replaced by this amazing sense of possibility. That little voice of doubt in your head asking, can I really do this? It gets silenced by the undeniable proof that, well, I'm already doing it. You stop being just an earner and you become an owner, an investor in a system that works for you.
The second shift is the practical one. I mean, let's be real. $1,000 is a meaningful amount of money. For you, that could be your car payment, it could be your groceries for the month, or even a huge chunk of your rent. And all of a sudden, a major bill is just taken care of, without you having to trade your time for it. That creates a real safety net. And maybe even more importantly, it frees up a ton of mental space you didn't even realize was clogged up with financial stress.
And finally, there's the momentum shift. Your system is no longer just a theory, it's a proven asset. So your focus shifts away from, I wonder if this will work, to, okay, how do I make this bigger? And that, right there, is the beginning of the snowball effect. Getting to that first 1,000 was the hardest part. Now, the real growth can begin.
So what happens next? Well, once you're past that threshold, the whole game changes. You're not playing for survival anymore. Now, you're playing for strategy and for growth. You've officially unlocked what we call financial momentum.
This quote just nails the whole idea perfectly. That $1,000, that's the spark. But the momentum it creates, that's the real engine. That's the force that's going to push you to your next goal, whether it's 2,000, 5,000, or total financial independence.
You can almost think of it like a 4-step engine. Step 1 is the grind. You're just pushing this huge, heavy flywheel, trying to get it to turn. Step 2, when you hit that $1,000, that's your proof of concept. The engine sputters and finally fires up. From there, you just systemize it, scale it, and it becomes its own self-sustaining growth engine.
And that's the key takeaway here. When you look back, you'll realize the hunt for that first $1,000 a month was never really about the money. It was about proving to the world, sure, but mostly to yourself, that you could break that old time equals money equation. That psychological win is the real prize.
So really, that first milestone is so much more than a number. It's proof that a different path is actually possible. It's the key that unlocks the door to a completely new way of thinking about your money and your life. So the only question left is, what will you prove is possible?